Sorry, that was freaking awesome.
Happy October of 2025 to my ballistic blood brothers and sisters in arms. Have you noticed the color in the trees? We call it foliage here in the state of Maine or in the Northeast. The leaves go through an amazing period of change where everything goes from green to bright yellows and orange and reds, and it's a beautiful time of year. But those of us that have lived here for a while know that it's not all good. That means that snow is coming eventually. So we don't want to rush that stuff. That creates a lot of work. But in the meantime, we're going to enjoy the pretty scenery. So as we're getting ready to go into hunting season, whitetail deer season is typically the month of November, a little bit on both sides of it, depending on what discipline you're interested in. We want to spend a few more range days before the woods are loaded with other people like me out there grocery shopping. So I invited my friend Rob to the range. Rob, you may know through Rob's Little Long Range, where he's got a new shooting discipline that he started called Long Gong. And I'll put a link in the description below the video so you can look into that a little bit. But it's a really challenging course that they shoot at 300 yards in distance, where they have gradually smaller targets that are worth more points as they shoot them. It's a really fun, fascinating thing. But one of Rob's main interests is, well, he's got a lot of interests. One of his primary interests today is .22 long rifle. And I've got something really cool that happens to be in .22 long rifle, and I thought I would see what his impression of it was today. And if you watched the last video, you know what we're going to be looking at. It is the Meligun MG-22 Revolver Knife pistol. How cool is this thing? Let's put some lead down range. So the Meligun Revolver Knife is an AOW, BATF classified as an any other weapon, AOW. And I'll put a link below the video to a video that we did recently explaining what that category means and how you can own one, because you might find out the price of admission is a lot less than you think. It used to take a long time to purchase something that was considered an AOW. Now it can be done in a day or a week. There used to be transfer taxes that were due. As of January of 2026, those transfer taxes are going to be gone. So AOWs, any other weapons, as well as sound suppressors, short barrel rifles, and short barreled shotguns, are all looking a lot more attractive for those of us that enjoy collecting and utilizing them than they were even 6 short months ago. So the Meligun MG-22, that coincides with the caliber. They also make an MG-25 chambered in .25 ACP. The piece that we're looking at today is chambered in .22 long rifle. It is the MG-22. It is a completely functional, really kick-ass, to be honest with you, knife. It is really rugged, very sharp, very useful. But one feature that your average knife doesn't have might be this: a trigger. How cool is that? That your knife doesn't have a trigger. None of my knives have a trigger. What is concealed within the grip is a cylinder, a 6-shot cylinder. It is actually a 6-shot revolver. And the exit, or the muzzle, is located right above the spine of the blade. And it is fired by deploying the trigger mechanism and then squeezing it with your thumb. So you would fire it from the top. That gives you minimal movement, as opposed to the opposite direction. If you're firing with the palm of your hand, you've got a lot of movement going on. If you're firing with it on top using your thumb, you're only moving your thumb. And obviously, the less movement you can control, the better your results are going to be downrange. All Meligun MG-22s do not look like this one. They have several different options as far as the finish on the steel. You can go with a bead blasted black oxide finish as opposed to the natural stainless finish like this. And the scales, the grips are available in several different colors. And they can customize these for you with different logos or letters or whatnot on it. So you can really get creative with one of these things and order it so it's special to you. It's definitely not an off-the-shelf item. It's something that is very special. Channeling the questions you're going to ask me, I've gotten to know you pretty good over the years. Someone is going to ask, what happens if the trigger is deployed and you don't want to fire it? Well, they thought of that. There is a safety mechanism that takes the sear out of play, and if you don't want to fire it, all you do is engage it. It allows you to close it up without engaging the trigger, and you're right back to knife shape again. Now, while the gun nerd in us might be excited, is excited that this is a revolver, let's not forget that it's also a knife. It is a very effective knife. It's a nice blade. It's very sharp. So this is my friend Rob from Rob's Little Long Range. If you've been following the channel for a while, you guys have met already anyway. Rob, these are my awesome viewers. Say hello.
Hi, folks.
So I didn't have to twist his arm much to come out and shoot the Meligun MG-22 with me today. That helps me a lot. He's a good guy. He's going to take one for the team. He's going to do some shooting, which is going to let me get behind the camera. Let's go down range and make a little bit of noise.
Sorry. That was freaking awesome. No recoil whatsoever. I have no idea where that shot went. But I'm going to try again. Just pointing. Good about. Right between. It's not too bad.
No, that's all right.
Couldn't get him to come in there. Right.
They're all close together, though. It looks like a pumpkin face. You got the two eyes and then the frown underneath it. Was I lying? What do you think of that?
I want to shoot it more. That was awesome.
And we're going to shoot it more. It's a rugged action. The weight of it is something that I took away from it immediately, how heavy it is.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's well made. It's a lot more controllable than I ever thought something from that, what you would think would be an awkward position would be. But think of how long you've been pointing at things over your life. When your wife asks you, where is this? And you say it's over there, you don't even have to look, and you'll find that you're actually pointing right at it most of the time. That seems to come back into play when you're using this. Yeah.
Very intuitive, point and pull.
Yeah. Squeezing with your thumb keeps the muscles still in the low part of your hand where you're supporting it, so there's not a lot of movement all over the place. It's not like you're running a motorcycle clutch or brake lever. It's just your thumb that's moving.
And being a revolver, by gripping it with your hand, allows you to continue to pull the trigger with your thumb, or push the trigger with your thumb, as it so is.
Right. So thanks
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Let's do it again right off.
Absolutely.
And we're going to invite you too.
Let's do it.
Awesome. So thank you for joining me at the range today, joining Rob and I. This is a lot of fun. This is the stuff that I get out of bed in the morning looking forward to, looking at neat, interesting things like that. I love shooting with Rob. He enjoys this stuff as much as I do. I don't know, he says more, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. And I think that something like this may have some educational value, even if you're not trying to force education on you. This is for fun. But I think I learned something, and that's that old saying that it's a fool that brings a knife to a gunfight. Maybe not so much anymore, because we've got a knife that fires 6 rounds before it needs a reload. How cool is that? Anyway, thanks for joining me today. If you did enjoy it, please click like, share us with your friends in your vast social media universe. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already. If you like talking guns, you can visit us over on Facebook at facebook.com/guntestvids, where we're usually engaged almost every day. Don't forget to check out the cool merch that we've got, the t-shirts that are available through Bunker Branding. They're terrific people. The prices are great. The service is awesome. There'll be a link in the description below the video to that. Keep your eyes on the channel, because I've heard a rumor that we're going to have a VIP here for the next video. We're going to be introducing you to a gentleman named Vasgen from Meligun, and he's going to tell us all about this revolving knife, this revolver knife, this stabby revolver. We'll ask him what it's categorized at, and we'll get into some of the history of it as well, and we'll look at it through his technical eyes and see how this thing really works. So keep your eyes on the channel. Till next time, have fun and be safe.